Hi Pisces, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope that the past few weeks have been awesome for you. And this is a general reading that could benefit any sun, moon, or rising Pisces sign. And so hopefully something will resonate here with you, but we can look to the cards to get a sense of the energies and insights and messages from Divine Source or the universe. Messages. Okay, we have the Ten of Cups, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Queen of Wands. So the Ten of Cups, we see the hands connecting among all of these cups with the rainbow in the background. And the Ten of Cups, it really is the pinnacle or the dream for many, which is to have the love of family. Family, however you define it, with children, but being a part of the community and exchanging love and feeling the emotions every day, perhaps the responsibilities. You know, there's a lot embedded within family and the love that we gain and the strength that we gain from family. And so here's this Ten of Cups. It's about joy. It's about delight. It's about the supreme connection, really finding the love that you want in life. And when you find the love that you want in life and you're able to build a home or you're able to create a family, children, dogs, whatever it may be, you know, there's such a sense of connectedness. It also makes all of the other things that we have to deal with, the strife at work, the difficulties, the challenges, it makes everything much more worthwhile to have a loving family to come home to or to provide for. So this Ten of Cups, it's the completion, it's 10 magical cups, which is abundance, it's joy, it's happiness, it's delight, it's love. The very core, it's about love, and it's the love of family, again, however you see it, and however it works best for you. And with this Ten of Cups, here's the Knight of Pentacles. Interesting illustration, like he's looking right in the direction of the hands reaching to each other, sharing this cup. And he may be thinking to himself, I work hard, I'm really devoted to what I do, I see what the big picture is, and I'm headed in this direction. I'm going to put my energies, my practical thinking, my common sense, everything that I have, I'm looking in the direction of this, the joy and the thrill that it is to have love within, the idea of a family, of a community. And so the Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady, working the plan, doing the work, nurturing, observing, maybe being, I would say, selfless in a way, which is, I'll take care of that, I'll do that. It's someone who's going to go the extra mile to get the job done. Sometimes it's not always the best policy when maybe you're running over other people's responsibilities, but the Knight of Pentacles is invested in the end game, which is reaching the goal, which is creating more security or foundation or stability, growing these pentacles, tending to the gardens, tending to the fields, tending to life, and seeing things through a very perhaps simple and pragmatic approach. And that pragmatic approach isn't for everybody. It may be too slow for some. It may be too dull for others. One may say this Knight of Pentacles is a grunt who's just getting things done, but he's doing things his way. And so whether this is someone within your family or within your circle or at your job that you work with, the Knight of Pentacles, dependable, loyal, hardworking, going to finish the task at hand on his terms and his timing. Or this could be someone that or sorry, could be attributes that you would benefit from. And here, the Knight of Pentacles looking in the direction of Ten of Cups, the family card. Here's the Queen of Wands also looking in that direction, among the beautiful flowers, the sun shining, holding on to the wand, and having a little, kind of, what is that? A rabbit, perhaps, in her hand. So the Queen of Wands is power, drive, charisma, energy, high energy, driven to create her own path and to walk down that path in the way that is most comfortable for her, and has no qualms about it. So we might think of a Queen of Wands as a type A type of energy, someone who is driven or ambitious, confident, can work the room, is a master negotiator, and someone who is charismatic, where people are very drawn to this energy, the life of the party. So has a lot to offer, which is, whether it's your own personal development, it's your spiritual development, this is a message of take charge and to use all of your strengths and your abilities and everything that makes you unique, and use it to your best power in order to achieve what you want to achieve. So through her dynamic energy, maybe this is a Queen of Wands who is looking in the direction and thinking about family and doing something with the family, providing more for the family. Perhaps it's a single Queen of Wands who's looking to ultimately have this union, the happy family union. But the Queen of Wands brings direct energy, someone who is direct. I think that there's no subterfuge with the Queen of Wands. I think what you see is what you get, which is perhaps a vivacious personality, and with a shadow element, it's someone maybe who's overbearing or dominating or full of themselves, and can be can be overwhelming. So use the Queen of Wands energy to your advantage, which is to be aware of your own personal powers, what makes you unique, what makes you special. Tap into that, work your plan, as the Knight of Pentacles would be, slow and steady. Here's the fast-charging wands, Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady, has a way to do it and is going to go down that route into fulfilling this, the family, the abundance of the Ten of Cups. And for those that have the Ten of Cups, and there are many that do, have a beautiful family, who love providing for their family, who love doing things with their family. Here's an instance to be active, to do more things, perhaps to create activities or vacations or travel plans to incorporate the family. And, maybe there's some planning behind that needs to take place, or some organization, or some research or thought in order to do so. And, that's the beauty of tarot. There's so many ways to look at how these cards connect, or, what you see and what you feel. So I hope that this makes sense to you and that you find something helpful with this. Let's take a look at the numbers we have. We have 12, and 12 reduces to 3, and 3 is about expression. It's about communication, group activities, and again, creativity. And then finally, I'm going to choose an oracle card for an affirmation for the day. Listen. You have to be willing to listen if you want to really understand someone. Now is not the time to be offering advice, but to be a compassionate listener. To listen fully and intently means to pay attention, not to just what's being said, but to what lies beneath the words. Lovely, listening, a lost art, to really listen to someone. So, my friends, I hope that you have a great day. I wish you the best. If you enjoyed this, subscribe, like this video, share, comment,